Okay, now we are live. I see that.
Nothing you can do, you can hold me down for a while. Every day we on the street, we are hustling for food to eat. We are living by His grace, and nothing you can tell us now. Fresh. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I am blessed beyond God, and nothing you can do. I'm looking to your face, and I'm standing on the street. I'm holding to my grace, that I'm blessed in the most like God. So the devil is around and you wanna set me far. Me am singing this praise to the Almighty Jah. No matter where you are, no matter where you are, whether you come from Nigeria or you come from Jamaica, you come from Australia or you come from Malaysia, Jesus is the one God, Savior is the one Lord. Everywhere, everywhere we go, oh, oh, oh. The waiting is over. Your waiting is over. Your blessing is coming right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I am the next to you, next for a breakthrough. We keep dreaming of the day.
I'm recording something real quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, viewers at home, wherever you may be at this time, you are welcome to the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show. I promise you today is going to be very, very interesting. You do not want to go away. Stay tuned. Stay with us. Don't change your dial. We'll change it for you. Stay with us on this channel. We have a very, very important issue of discussion today. Remember, our special guest and a member of this platform is with us already. Talking about the one and only vibrant political analyst and commentator, Ambassador Matthew Biki Uwaifo. We are discussing today the issue concerning the local policing. Remember, Edo State has just got it started again. Local policing. Our state governor, our able governor, Godwin Obaseki, has just commissioned about 800 community police that was well trained to handle the community issues. We're going to be talking about that today. Ambassador Matthew Biki Uwaifo, welcome to the Idele-Ero show, sir.
Thank you. It's evening here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all subscribers wherever you may be. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right. That was Ambassador Matthew Biki Uwaifo. Thanks for joining us today. I am going to get him started. I'm going to start by asking the ambassador a question here. Hold on one second, sir. I got a call here from California. Welcome to the Idele-Ero show. How may I help you?
Hi there. Is this David from Euro International Services LLC?
No. He's not here right now. Can I take a message?
Yeah, this is Salem calling from RCG Logistics.
Oh, okay. I'll let you know about that, okay?
You let me know? Okay, I appreciate it.
Bye-bye. So we were talking about, sorry for the interruption, we're talking about the local policing, and the ambassador is here today to help us out with that particular issue that is going on. He has a lot of information that he will share with you, with everyone out there, and I want you to be part of this program today. Local policing, we started it here. We talked about it here a while back, and it is an unfinished business. So I'm going to ask the ambassador to quickly introduce the topic, what he knows about the local police that was just commissioned in Benin City by the able governor Godwin Obaseki. Yes, sir. What do you have to tell us to tell the people about the local policing, the community policing?
Can you hear me, please?
Very well. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, because your voice is very, very low this way. I don't know.
Right? I'm sorry. Maybe I need
I
to
don't know why.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me better?
Okay, I can hear what you are saying, but it's not like in the beginning. But it's okay.
Okay.
You talked about local police. What I want to say about it, the difference is very clear. Now, people have been agitating for the state police, and state police meant amending the constitution, because for you to be able to establish state police, it requires amendment of section 214(1) of the 1999 constitution as amended. But you see, the neighborhood watch or community police does not need such authorization to come into effect. So what most states have been doing is to establish their own neighborhood or community police. Now, community police is very different from state police. State police are police that are controlled by the state, which means powers will be taken over from the federal government. We no longer have a central police command. Instead, what you have is each state having authority over its own police, and the governors becoming truly the chief security officers of their various states. And that is what is still being debated. And the federal government so far has politicized the issue. And while politicizing the issue of state police, people have decided, well, since the local police squad, the community police and neighborhood police has been there for a long time, and it does not need any amendment in the constitution or authorization, then they should go ahead and have community police. So what you have in Edo State was the originator of community police when the IG was the Deputy Inspector General of Police sent to the South. The governor that time broached the idea of community police. And what has happened now is that 2,000 constables are going to be trained under this program of community police. But so far, 877 were commissioned just recently, and they will be sent to the various communities as constables to help in policing those communities. There are still 1,123 of them yet to be trained. So I think so far Edo State is being proactive, because with all the violence in Edo State and all the killings and breach of security, Edo State have to take its own destiny in its own hands. And I think so far the governor has done everything possible, humanly possible, to make sure that the situation in Edo State returns back to normal. So I guess that's what I can say about community police. Now, to take it further, the Nigerian police, with 372,000 members to patrol a territory as big as that of Nigeria. 900 territory is 973 over 973 kilometers, and then to service 200 million people, with their main job, which is to protect the people, life and property, and then to maintain public safety, and also to do crime detention and prevention. So you find out that with that number of 372,000 member of the Nigerian police, to put it plainly, is completely lacking in operational capacity to be able to police the nation. That is the truth. So they need help. And the only help they can get, since the federal government has politicized the issue of security, then the only help they can get, meanwhile, is the community police.
Good. Thank you, Ambassador, very much for that. The question I'm going to ask, first of all, I want to congratulate the state governor and the state of Edo State, Nigeria.
You hear me, please?
Edo State, Nigeria, for this initiative, the community policing, we have talked about it here on this platform, and we have discussed about it maybe a couple of times, with you on the lead of it. You are in favor of it just like I am, Even though we have some objection that oh, it is not Nigeria cannot handle community policing. It is not time. I remember telling them that there's never a time that is set out for such a project, because we do need police community policing in that country. Now, the question I'm going to ask the ambassador here is, this police, according to what I heard from the governor while he was commissioning the community policing, that they were chosen from the various communities, which is the best idea, actually, because they know the terrain, you know, they know the place, they know their own community better than anybody else. So, which is one advantage of it. Now, what do you think? How do you think there's going to be a conflict of interest between the community police and that of the federal government, which has, you know, been in place, and where, how are they going to is it going to be a separation of offices or something? Are they going to have separate offices different from what is already existing, or they're going to be in the same office? As far as I'm concerned, they are both they are all security agents, officers. You know, are they going to share everything together? That's the question I'm asking.
Well,
Ambassador.
the thing is this, like you rightly said, the few officers that have been trained, in fact, they are constables that have been trained by the Edo State government. The membership of it was chosen from the community, and that is how it should be. And what they are supposed to do is what I said in my introductory remark. They are supposed to complement the police efforts. They know the community, they know who is in the community, and they have the power of arrest. And once they arrest, they are supposed to pass them over to the police, who will take over from there. You know, so there is no conflict at all. It's the same security agency, the same people, and they will work in cooperation with each other. You know, it's just like, for example, having the FBI and having the CIA. Each one has its function, but in the end, they are keeping America secure. So that is what I think the whole idea is. Because the present federal police, the presence of the present federal police is not in every community. Because like I said, the Nigerian police is composed of 372,000 people who are supposed to patrol a land mass of 973 square kilometers, you know, and a population of 200 million. So how do you expect them to be able to do this job? So to put it plainly, like I said before, they are completely incapable and incapacitated to be able, nor do they have the operational capacity to police the nation. So those communities right now, that's why there is so much crime. The presence of the police is not there. But when you have a community police, is somebody who comes from that same area, known to the people, and he knows the people, then definitely there'll be less crime, because that person from that community knows who is who, and the community know the constable. So there will be mutual respect and mutual cooperation. So I think the idea of community police is a noble idea. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Very well said. Again, with all this that you are hearing, I'm talking about the listeners out there, that community policing, you know, the importance of the community policing, you know, cannot be overemphasized. You cannot do without the community policing based on the vast, a huge, you know, landmass and population of our country today. And number two, uh, the police, the number that the federal government agency has is not enough. They do not even have enough equipment and all that to go deep down to the communities to control criminal activities or something, or to protect the lives and the properties of our citizens. So therefore, there is the need for this community policing, which our governor, Godwin Noelase Etua Obasaki, just started again. Everything started with Edo State, obviously. So, and I believe that other states are going to emulate the system, the process. By the way, now we talk about the community policing, if there's going to be any kind of conflict or not. But we are not sure of that yet. That you said they can arrest and they hand them over to why can't they just be, kind of independent of their own and make arrest? Because they are police, regardless. We know this is not. They have uniform. Those people that I saw, they have the same exact uniform as the federal government police. So therefore, I believe they can carry out their own function independently. They can do the same thing as the other the federal government police would do. Correct me if I'm right or wrong in that way, sir.
What I'm
All right, it looks like the ambassador is having some connection
saying is this: if you would watch, yes. So all they were doing was to complement the police effort, and that is what I'm saying. They on their own, once they are treated like part of the police, but they are community police. But the federal police supersedes them. The federal police has more authority. So this is what I'm saying. Okay. So if they make arrest, they will equally have cells. But in the end, they have to hand that criminal to the federal police. So this is the point I'm making.
Okay, got you. I got you there. So obviously they have the same authority, but however, the federal government police supersedes them. Which I can agree to that. Yes, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Now, the community police that we're talking about here are going to be the ones that will go deep down into their communities, while the federal government police remain like in the most busy part of the states, right? So like Benin City, or the state capital and big cities, but the community police will always be everywhere. Okay, that's fine. Now the question I'm going to ask you about this is, who is going to be basically? This one it looks like a question that can have an answer by itself. Who is going to be responsible, for the community police? Is it going to be? Is there a way that the state government is going to partner with the federal government regarding the responsibility? Ambassador, sir.
You were not. It seems you left your seat when I was making the opening remark.
Okay.
Because that I clearly stated in my opening remark that the community police is an initiative of the state government before the approval of the state police will come in. Now, for the state police, you need a constitutional amendment of section 200 and of section 214, subsection 1. to be able to have a state police. But nowhere in the Constitution is the neighborhood police or community police talked about. So you are free to have your community police, and the state will be responsible for their remuneration. They are answerable to the state, you see. And equally, they have every powers of the police in their own communities because they are from those communities. You see, so many inland communities, even in Benin, is not every community you have a police station. Because like I said, a country of 200 million people have 372,000 policemen. That is highly inadequate. And these police are supposed to prevent crimes, to protect life and properties, to investigate criminals and bring them to justice. It's just too much. So the community police are people from the same community, and they will be posted to their own community. So the community knows them and they know the community. And right now, we think that's the best way to be able to arrest the deteriorating security situation in Nigeria. Because if the community police is in its own community, then when a stranger comes, you know, they should be able to know. And like I was saying, there are some other things that this community police is going to do, like open a register. So if a total stranger comes into town, he has to put his name on the register, and they have to know who he's staying with, so that if the crime comes, then they will know. And these people, community police, each of them will have their own offices in the community they come from. So it's very holistic, and I think that will really arrest the crime situation we have right now.
Okay. Question here, Ambassador. The community police. The community police on their own. Are they going to have such sophisticated equipment, like equipment as that of their federal government policing? Are they going to be equipped, in such a way that they'll be able to handle or combat the crime that might be, in their community? What kind of equipment are they allowed to carry?
You see, right now, let me tell you, they are working pari passu with the federal police. They are working in unison with the federal police. So right now, as for arms and equipment, that one, first of all, for the meantime, they will be patrolling their areas. They will be checking their areas and act like a liaison with the federal police. That is why when they arrest anybody, they will take the person and hand over the person to the police. You see, because the police presence is not in their area. That is why I told you that the federal police is superior to the community police.
No doubt.
And as for carrying of equipment and all that, this is an exercise in motion right now. You see, it's an exercise that is just beginning. So for the meantime, I've not heard where they'll be giving sophisticated weapons. No. Because if you are in the community really, and you are from that community, and people know you as the community police, you see, the purpose of the community police is to make sure that you prevent the crime before it happens, not start running after it happens. Most of their job they are going to do is dwelling on investigation, dwelling on observation, and dwelling, that is in, what is it called? That is in cooperation with their communities. You see, so for arms, let's assume if dangerous people come into their area, you know, they call the federal police
as backup.
You know,
okay. Yeah. Okay.
as backup. Yes,
Okay. Well,
but
that answered my question. But the thing is, my question here is you already answered it though. But again, I'm still concerned about the fact that if they are not allowed to carry such sophisticated weapons, equipment per se, and they are in the community, there are some. If I know that when they get overpowered by criminals, they can call for backup. But before then, don't you think the local criminals have the capability or the ability to overpower them if they do not have in possession with them such weapons that will be kind of fearful to the local criminals? So, ordinarily, if they're going to act just like the vigilante, those people might be resisting arrest all the time. So, except if they have such equipment, such weapons that is allowed to be used to control such situation. I mean, that's my concern here. I understand what you're saying, that if they have issues, they will call for backup. But before the backup arrives, based on the way I know our country to be, the communication system might not just be that smooth like that, for the backup of the federal police to arrive. Before then, crime would have been committed, and then they might have been gone. So that's my concern here. But if they do have sophisticated weapon and other kind of equipment, allowed to be used by the police force, maybe they'll be able to handle situations like that. That's my concern.
What I'm trying to tell you is simply this: let me ask you a question. Does your federal police have sophisticated weapons?
They do.
That's how you should answer it.
They don't. What they have?
Except MOPO. Okay. MOPO is the specialized form of the police that is supposed to deal with emergency situations.
Okay.
Those are the hardcore, what you call special forces of the police. So the same community police will have the same arms like the Nigerian police, okay. And when something gets out of hand, then with both of them cooperating together, there should be force. But one thing I'm trying to tell you before we even talk of the arms, if the community people cooperate with their community police, the criminal will have nowhere to stay. Before he starts settling down, he would have been fished out. That is the purpose of the community police. Okay. Because any stranger entering that area, maybe you are looking at community police like a whole town. No, we are talking like, for example, Ogbe quarters in Benin there. Ogbe quarters, we have their own community police. Adesogbe, we have their own community police. Oliha market, we have their own community. Oliha area, we have their own community police. These are small hamlets, Yes. Okay. And each of them is supposed to keep a register and in cooperation with residents in that area. So with what that register does is this: if you are a stranger coming there to visit Mr. A, Mr. A will escort you to the community police office and you will register your name and you will say, what is your business? How long are you going to stay here? If a new tenant comes to the area, he has to register his name at the community police office. And the landlord from now on who is going to get any tenant must take the correct make the correct identification, and equally keep a record of his tenants, which will be handed over to the community police, who in turn will hand it over to the police. So you find out that there will be less scope for anybody to hide and less scope for criminality. I give you an example. In Germany, there are some areas in Germany that if you go to those areas, within 5 minutes, the police is with you. And they will question you, what are you doing in this area? Who did you come to see? What is your business here? How long are you staying in this area? So it's a different type of, and what is your ID? Can we know what is your business here? Can we know who you are? You see, so it's quite a different ball game from what we used to have. It's very, very different from what you used to have.
Okay.
You can come now from America and you are in your area in Benin Technica, and the policeman will ask you, as you are just coming, your family will say, let's go to the office of the community police. Our son is back from overseas. Is this. And then they will ask you, how long will you be staying here, or have you come home permanently? Oh, I just came for holiday. I'll be here for 2-3 weeks. Okay, did you come with your children? Yes. Okay, what are their names? You see? And what are the ID? What's your passport number? They take all those things, put it down in the community police office. And like the governor of Edo State said, before 2024, when he's handing over, Edo will be an e-government. Wow. No more carrying of files. Everything will be digitized. Everything will be computerized. You understand? So
awesome. That is awesome. I'm so proud of our governor. Believe me, I'm very, very proud of him. I just don't know what to say at this point because, look, I'm overwhelmed myself, and I believe that everybody else are going to be extra happy, with the way the governor is handling, the issues, one after the other, in Edo State. Yes, your explanation is so explicit, and I know that those people who are listening to us right now, our listeners, they will be clear, with a lot of questions that they probably have regarding the community policing, their ability and all that, performance and all that stuff. With your presence today, I'm so happy that you're here to make clarifications in all these questions that people might have to ask regarding the issue, and that's the reason why I'm here too, to adequately moderate the program and the subject matter. So now the question again I'm going to ask you, Ambassador, is I know that these people are regarded as community policing, okay? And their duty, you have also explained that this is what they are, supposed to handle on their own, and then this what they're not supposed, they escalate to the federal police just in case. Now, the question is, I know the state government is strictly, let me just say about 100% in charge of this. Are they also going to, part of the equipment is like transportation and all that stuff. Will they be provided with, means of transportation, just in case, let's say they need to go to the main town. Let's say they want to go to the state headquarters, something like that. Will they also have such ability to do their duty with them having vehicles available for them to move around?
You see, first and foremost, this is not different from the regular police that we have. The only difference is the state government will be paying their salaries.
Okay.
The state government will be responsible. In fact, those special constables in Benin already have life insurance.
Wow.
The Edo state government said their job is very dangerous, so they've given them insurance cover, life insurance cover. So, and that will be paid for by the Edo state government. So if you check the Wabaizigan that was made, vehicles were bought by the state government. So the same thing, community police would be funded and enabled by the state governments, you know, to be in their community. Like, for example, you cannot compare, say, a community on Oswan's place just after the moat, like a community police there with a community police in Ogida quarters or Ogbe quarters. You cannot compare. Ogbe quarters and Ogida quarters have more people. So definitely those community police offices there will be bigger. And then that one will have a vehicle, you see. But the one in just Oswan there, which just have about 5 houses in the area, you know, you cannot expect a vehicle to be there. In fact, that Oswan place will be now under Ogbe quarters, which composed of Ezoti, Ahura, and all that, Desogbe, and all that. You see, they are all Ogbe quarters, you see.
Right.
So this is the point I'm making. The state government, that's why it's called community policing,
Right.
you know, as an arm of the state, different from the federal police.
Oh,
Now,
thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you
the
so much
federal government,
for your explanation. I got that point already. That is well explained again. Now, the network is going to be such that the criminals will have no hiding place in our state, and if other states also emulate the step taken by those state government, you know, led by our state governor, Godwin Nogasa Obasaki, everywhere we will now have you know, lighter insecurity, you know what I mean? So which has been a very big problem in our country, you know. So even as of now, I'm going to now bring you that. Before then, I'm seeing a tag right there by you that says Good Life Trust and Empowerment Initiative. Is that a new NGO that you
well,
just?
I think I should correct that, because it's supposed to bear my name. That's the name of the organization that I'm the chairman board of trustees.
Okay.
It's an organization registered with a CAC, and it's a charitable organization.
Okay.
You know.
Well,
So
I was just curious to know what that is.
Yes,
Because,
I'm chairman board of trustees of that organization.
Oh, wow,
So sometimes that's the name on my computer.
oh,
You know,
okay.
Good Life Trust is the
That's
name
fine.
on my computer.
There's no
Yes.
problem with it at all. I was just curious, you know, because
Okay, I'm
you
just
haven't told
trying
me
to
anything
explain.
about that. I
Yes,
just want.
but I can turn it back to, you know,
No,
I can
that's fine,
change the
sir.
computer.
It doesn't make any difference, you know. I was just curious. I
All
was
right.
just, you know, curious to know what that is.
Okay.
Whether it's a new thing that you just came up with, because I know you have a lot, you know what I mean? I wonder how you coordinate all this, you know. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I feel sorry and I pity, like, Ambassador have too much on his plate. I mean, again, you are doing the right thing. The people are happy. Your involvement, in the society, to try to make progress, make things, go smoothly. It's a welcome development. Everybody is happy whenever they see your face on air. I know you do your own video too, and then when you come to my channel, people are happy to see you. They want to. If I remember the last time you were unable to make it because of your engagement with the government of Tanzania. So people were asking, where's the ambassador? That's how important your appearance and your contributions towards the development of our state and our country at large. That's how important it is, sir. We really do appreciate you always. I just wanted to quickly chip that in. Now, coming back to our subject, the police, community policing. We're not done with it yet, sir. We still have a few things to enlighten the people on that. Now that we have police, community policing in place, started by Edo State, the heartbeat of Nigeria. Now, should the people be scared that they could be intimidated by this community policing? Do you think the people will still have that freedom of movement and association and all kind of stuff? Do you think the people will feel intimidated by the presence of the police, community police? Ambassador.
You see, what should be made clear is this. This is why it is called community police, is to remove all those phobias that people might have and so on. Because right now, what is very particular and very annoying about the Nigerian police as presently constituted is that you have people from another part of Nigeria just brought into a community where they didn't grow up, they don't know who is who there. A police commissioner is posted, in fact, right now, the situation of commissioners of police is being abused by the federal government and being politicized because you have more northern people in the top positions of the police, But in this case now, the community police, let's assume myself and yourself we stay in the same area. And then tomorrow, you happen to join the community police. And we grew up together in the same area. We used to go to school in the same area. We know you, we know your father, we knew your mother. You see, it's completely different. Or if you go and bring an alaji somewhere, or you go and bring somebody completely different from another part of the country, who does not know the traditions of the people, their culture, their way of life. He does not know it. He will be a complete stranger. And then the people will look at him suspiciously. And the people will live in fear. They say, we don't know who this man is. But when the person is from the community, there is that bond that this is one of us. Yes. So there are some things that can happen that the man from the community will just settle it without even going to the station, Correct. Because he knows the people know him, and they know the authority is with him, you see. So there are certain things you don't even need to go to a police station like, oh, my husband beat me, oh, this happened in the community. No, those things will be settled, around by the community police around there. So their training is holistic, in fact, it's community friendly. Let me put it that way. A square peg in a square hole. That is what the community policing is, and that is what it is supposed to be. Very different from the federal system. And I wanted to explain to people because they've been asking me this question.
Again, it looks like the ambassador is having a little bit of issue with network. We can see that, but I know he's going to come back in just a second, okay? But okay,
No, I'm
he's
okay.
back. Okay, go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I just I said I just wanted to explain quickly the difference between a state police and a community police, because some people are confused to say how can the state have a community police but they cannot have a state police. You see, a state police is like restructuring. Right now we have a federal police that has their command from the president. You see, the president is commander-in-chief of the armed forces. You see, and the police is called Nigerian Police Force, NPF. So it's a force, you see. So right as it is, what the state are asking for, state police, is that the state governor becomes the commander-in-chief of the police in his own state. All the others, enforcing of the law, everything will be done within the state. And just like you have the Attorney General being elected in the US, and you have the chief security people in the local county, like county police, you know, their bosses, you know, being selected by the county membership, you know. The same thing is what is going to happen. Now, the state police, the governor becomes what? The head, a true security officer, a true chief security officer. Whereas right now, under the present system, the state governor has no powers. Every order comes from the presidency or the IG, you see. But now, when you have a state police, to repeat myself again, the governor will now be the chief security officer. He will be the one in charge to give orders to the police. Like, for example, when the Oba's palace was raided the other time, and those PDP flag off, and those governors, everybody was embarrassed. If the governor of Edo State was the chief security officer by law and the head of the armed forces of Edo State, all those miscreants would have been arrested and jailed. But you see, they were reported to the federal police and they were left. Up till now, none of them were arrested.
Right.
And that emboldened them, you see, and that leads to breakdown of law and order. That is state police.
Okay.
Now, what they have done is community police.
Okay.
Indirectly, the state is in charge of them. You don't have to take permission from the federal government to put a police in your community, in his own same community. That is what I said before.
Yes.
That whereas you need a constitutional amendment according to Section 214, subsection 1 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended, you need an amendment of that section to be able to have a state police. And the federal government is dragging their foot, you know, and politicizing the issue instead of going straight to attend to it. So what the police have done now is, with community police, the state will be paying them from their own resources. The state will be ready for their mobility and everything. And so they'll be answerable to the state and not the federal government.
Correct.
So that is the difference between the two.
Yeah.
And things like Amotekun in the West, that is a state police, you know. coming through the back door to establish a state police. That's what Amotekun was signifying. And our own Baizi too was modeled after Amotekun. It was an illegal way of what is it called, of having a state police. But with this community police now, it's a straightforward thing because there's no law guiding you to say you cannot have a neighborhood watch, which we have now graduated to community police. It's just indirectly a neighborhood watch. The local, what we used to call local vigilante.
Right, the vigilante. Well, that is very good, you know. So we talked about this like a couple of programs that, you know, I mean, my last live broadcast, we talked about what you just mentioned now, that, you know, the local policing, you know, you have explained the difference, you know, all this why, you know, that they are like the vigilante, they are replacing, kind of replacing the vigilante, or technically it's like empowering, you know, giving more power to the vigilantes, you know, by, you know, giving them uniform, giving them, you know, a state-of-the-art training that these people just had, you know. So basically that's the difference, because the local police, like what you compare to that of the West, like the Amotekun, or you know, like a basic gun or something that you have been mentioning, those ones are, they don't have the training, you know, to actually graduate them, you know, to this category. So basically, these people are actual police. We are not telling you that be careful out there. They are not there to harass you. They are not there to embarrass you. They are part of you. You know, they're part of you and all that stuff. So there is no fear. You should not have any fear. They are there for you. They're there to ensure your safety, then that of your properties also. So that's what we got going on here in Edo State. Now, you talked about insurance earlier. You said they were insured by the state government, right? Okay. Now, that kind of, is it, we talk about health insurance. I believe that that's what you're talking about. The health insurance, is it also applicable to other state or, you know, should I say council workers in our state and beyond that to other states, if they have to emulate the step of the Edo State practices? Now, the insurance scheme that you just talked about, is it, you know, particular to just the community police alone? Will it extend to other civil service workers and other stuff in the state that they will have their own health insurance scheme? Ambassador, sir.
Yeah, the thing is this. I think
all right. Yeah, is that's the network again happening. That's African network. You know?
sorry, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm working on it.
All
Please.
right.
It was coming in. I had to cancel it.
Okay.
1 billion was set aside for health insurance for the budgetary allocation for this financial year 2021. You understand? 1 billion naira. And that covers all civil servants, and that will cover this community police staff, you know, that are in the service of the government. The government is paying for their health insurance. That is what we are.
Yeah, they keep calling him. It's getting calls here and there. I know the call just came in again to that phone. That's the reason why.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm hearing you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you. Yes.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, that is how the whole thing is, and they are all covered. The civil servants, the community policemen, all of them are covered under the health insurance scheme. Now, when it comes to local government, you know, the local government is trying to be independent from the state government, whereby they receive their own budgetary allocation. So the local governments are supposed to pay their staff's health insurance, not the state government. The state government can only pay for state workers and not local government workers. The local government workers will be, their health insurance will be paid by the local governments who already have their own budgetary allocation. So that is how it works.
Okay, sir, let me ask you this. Now that you just raised another point of concern here, you just mentioned the local government, which is the council, that is actually the base, you know, political base. That's the grassroots based politicians, like the council, right? Okay, now that we have community, community is basically for the, you know, the grassroots, the, you know, main base of politics. Again, the community is where politics actually begins. So my question now is, my question is to you, sir. What is the role? What is the role? The council work at the council, like the chairman or something. What is their own role, you know, in all this? What's their role? So would they also partner with the state government? Do you get the question, sir? The council.
No, I didn't. When you say what is their role, what are you talking about?
So what I mean is, in the okay, the police, the community police, right? I believe that they're supposed to be actually attached to the council, because this has to do with the community, because the council deal with the community issues. If it was the state police, for example, the way it is here, you know, where I am, you know, the way it is here, there are all kind of there's a dichotomy right there, you know. So the federal government actually is attached to the federal government police, the state is attached to the state police, and then the community police is supposed to be attached to the council. Now, I understand that this is being set up by the state government. So, do you think, this is just a question that it just came straight to my head. Now, do you think the council will have a role, a part to play in this community policing? That's my question right there, because you just mentioned the council and all that. That's the reason why.
The thing is this, in order not to complicate issues,
Yes.
this thing is a very direct thing.
Okay.
Number one, the local government, like for example, Oredo local government or Oriamo West local government, or take Esan West local government. Now, each local government is composed of so many communities. Like Oredo local government alone can have over 15 communities. You understand? Now, those communities are a part and parcel of the local government.
Okay.
But you see, the local government is in charge of the entire area in the local government, while the community police is in a particular community. Now, to further explain, further, the state is in charge of those communities, because you cannot now come and add again. Don't forget, salaries are going to be paid, and the stipend of the local government is already very small for the activities they have to carry out. So the state government is taking it as their own responsibility to be responsible for those community police, and their functions is completely divorced from that of the local government, because the local government have their own police, like revenue collectors. They have their own security agencies in the local government that help them in case somebody is refusing to pay revenue. The council police will arrest.
I think that is the way it was way back when there was a
From the community, very different.
Well, no, I was
You
trying
understand?
to, what you are saying as I was trying to kind of bring you back to back in the days where we have the structure, of where we have district. If you remember, there was a district. They didn't call them local government that time. I think a district council or so. So they have their own. They have their own community activities, as at that time. I remember I was kind of young, so they used to have a district authorities. I think that's what they call them, right? District authorities or something, So basically, I think that's what this is, going into now. Because when you say the local government is in charge, they don't have so much allocation or something from the federal government or from the state. They have little. They are unable to handle such a project, of that magnitude, So that would be overwhelming for them. I think that's what you're trying to say. But the district authorities, like you just mentioned, back in the days when you were the tax collectors, So I know about all that. They were workers, who were in charge of collecting taxes. I mean, I know that with the technology, those things has been overtaken, So they don't use all that old system anymore in collecting taxes. So, but then the council, the council, that is the local government, are strictly in charge of all that. What do they do with their internal generated revenue? So if they have to leave all this for the state government, I'm just concerned. I'm just curious to know what role they have to play. Does that mean because of the little resources they get from the federal government, they do not have a role to play in their communities?
No, let me tell you. I think you are not diverse. You are not diversing the functions of each participant in governance. The local government on its own, don't forget, they have workers. They equally have projects they have to execute. Like, for example, just now, we just mentioned that they have to pay the health insurance of their workers. They have to keep the city clean. There are so many things that they have to do with their own budgetary allocation. So it is quite, when you say they are collecting revenue on behalf of the state, don't forget, the local government have their own taxes, and that's what they collect. The state government have revenues that they collect, and sometimes the local government collect on their behalf and send it further to them, So what we are saying in effect is that the local government has nothing to do with the community police for the way the setup is. But you see, this is a learning process. This is something that is just starting. Maybe with time, as it has taken root and we now understand, then so many things will come into play. But for now, the state government is responsible. Maybe the House of Assembly can pass a new law concerning this community police. It's early days yet. What is most urgent right now is keeping security in the different communities to bring down this wave of criminality that is about to take root. So,
Okay.
But as time goes on, it becomes clearer, and then I'm sure more amendments will be made. That is how I look at it.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Ambassador. Okay, now I'm not going to task you too much on all that community policing. You have done very well in enlightening the people of the reason why it is set up, their roles in the community, and all that. You have actually explicitly explained all that, and I believe that every man, even the layman, you know, down to the village, we understand the role and the reason why. I mean, the reason and the role why the community policing was set up, you know, to assist in the community criminal activities, to protect the lives and their properties and all that stuff. Okay, now here goes the question that I have. Um, we know that there have been some civil unrest. You and I know that. We haven't been on this platform to discuss that, you know, that has been going on now. There has been a report of civil unrest in our state. That with the absence of the police in the streets, the court boys have been constituted themselves in a so I mean very bad menace. You know they just turned themselves into a war. I don't know what to call it because they'll be fighting in between different courts or so. They said they have up to about four court groups, you know, in our state. So, and there has been that war, the rivalry, you know, so has caused a lot of, I mean, loss of lives, you know. You see people littering the streets of our state, which is so embarrassing and mind-boggling. When will it end? I don't want us to go back to how it all started, you know, because it's not something that we are not aware of. Now, because they know that there's the absence of the police, I believe so, it wouldn't have been that much. So the police are out of the streets and they took advantage of that and they have been killing incessantly and they've not stopped. So when will it end? You know, Ambassador.
One thing I must tell you is that the gruesome killings that has been going on in Edo State has been of very serious concern to all Edolites, whether in the diaspora or at home there in Nigeria. And I must equally tell all my people listening now that it has been a concern and very sad to the government of Edo State, headed by His Excellency Godwin Ogerase Obaseki. And what has happened is that the governor, I don't know what his press boys are doing because they don't seem to publicize this thing. But the governor, as far as I'm concerned, has been very proactive in arresting this situation. Now, I said in all my videos, and I stand by what I said, and nobody has been able to challenge me or bring a superior argument or a superior opinion. Before the elections took place, I did some videos where I was warning that if the opposition doesn't win this election, they are planning mayhem through various means to disrupt the state and make sure that the ambition which was not fulfilled at the polls is fulfilled. And what was that? To cause mayhem and make the state ungovernable, so that the federal government can interfere into the affairs of Edo State. Now, to cut the story short because of time, they failed in all that. The prison break, the House of Assembly raiding, the attack at the Oba's Palace, all those things were coordinated. And this raiding of the stores, I'm talking about palliatives and all that, it was all part of the story to cause confusion and bring down the government. And so far they have failed and they will continue to fail because no weapons raised against this government, that the people have agreed, this is who we want, this is the government we want. No weapons raised against them will succeed. You understand? Nothing. And I'm saying it in your program now to everybody. It's time to settle down. Now, to go to that of the courtists, there are 5 court groups in Edo State. They are in Edo State, and with their headquarters in Benin. And they are the Aye, the Iye, or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce them. It's E-I. And then you have
they call it aye.
Whatever, whether aye or Iye. But I know that the first one is A-Y-E,
Yeah,
Aye. Then the second one is E-I-Y-E, Aye. And then Mafite. And then you have Vikings, and then the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Those are the 5 court groups they have in Edo State. And if you notice, during the campaign, there were talks about who belonged to a court group, who didn't belong to a court group. It was all parts of the campaign. So what I'm trying to say now right here is this. All these killings had their conspiracy theory at a point that they were trying to wipe out those who voted for Obaseki. And then they were trying to make life hell for the people of Benin City because they came out overwhelmingly to vote for the governor. You understand? Market women and everything. Imagine, just nearly 2 weeks, people sitting at home, afraid to go out of their own houses. The prices of goods and services skyrocketed throughout the thing. But now, this is what gives me hope. The governor is very proactive. When he had the prisons were broken into, he came from his holiday and he set up a commission of inquiry to look into those affairs. Now he has gone ahead. He has formed a security network in liaison with the police. He visited the police to give them boosters, to boost their morale and everything. And after that, the IGP came to Edo State, and through the governor's request also, the mobile police force, which is the special arm of the police, was sent to Edo State. And that aside, the governor himself just commissioned 277 constables and launched the community policing. So a lot is being done by the state to arrest the situation. You understand? And then one thing I must tell you, some people are saying, oh, it's laughable, is this. Anybody can say whatever they like, whether you like it or not. These courtist guys have areas they control. They have boys under them, and they have their own rules. That is the truth. It's just like the mafia of America those days, when in 1985, Giuliani brought all of them to East Manhattan District Court and charged the entire leadership of mafia. And they stayed in court for over 2 years for criminal conspiracy, guilty association, criminal enterprise, and all that, over 77 charges. But in the end, they were set free. They were found not guilty, you know? So what I am talking about is this. These court people now, the killings have been too much. And people, the police too, through the governor, working with the governor, the police read the Riot Act. And once a Riot Act is read, what it is telling you indirectly is that you are now public enemies, and we are going to fight you people with everything we have. The police can no longer sit aside and let the society become ungovernable. Good. We are ready to play our part, and we are ready to take the law
We
to
are
be
ready
the
to
law.
play our part. We are ready to play our part. In what form and in what way? That's one question for you. We are ready to
What
play our
I'm
part.
telling you,
Give me, yes,
with
sir.
what I'm telling you,
Uh,
is being done legally. So they read the Riot Act. You don't know what is the Riot Act, sir. You don't know what the Riot Act.
I know what it is, but you know that's a
So what
point. I
I'm
know what
telling
that
you
is.
is, let me tell you the result now.
Right.
Can I speak, please?
Go ahead, sir.
When they read the Riot Act 3 days ago to these people, that was on Monday, they read the Riot Act, and the Riot Act means it's not judicial killings. It just means that you people beware, because we have not been acting for some time. We are going to act according to the law. We will arrest you, we will bring you in, we charge you to court, and make sure you pay for your crimes legally, because we have a governor that believes in due process and the rule of law. So legally. So that was read to them. And after that, all the leaders of these courts that I've just mentioned to you did a meeting on Monday, calling all
Members.
their members, calling them to order and telling them, look, oh, the riot act has been read, oh, you better stop these killings and bringing bad attention to your organizations. Otherwise, you have the government to fight. So, having done that, the rate of killings have dropped significantly since Monday afternoon. I can tell you for a fact that it has dropped significantly. A professor was attacked yesterday, but he was not killed. You see, if it was before the Riot Act was read, the professor would have lost his life. So things are becoming calm. And what I want to say to all the listeners here and all the Edolites, both at home and abroad, is that these two will pass away. I expect with what the governor has done, that calm should return. And calm is returning. I speak with authority because I have intelligence which I cannot make public in a public forum. But I know that what action the governor have taken, the new synergy between the state government and the police, the federal police, the IGP, calm should return very soon. I expect calm to return within the next 48 hours. Full calm. We should enter a period where there is no killing at all. That is what I'm saying.
That would be a big relief to many. It would be a big relief to many, sir. You know, thank you for that information. Because again, I was going to task you further, you know, to give us a little bit enlightenment on it. But you have done well. I'm not going to you know, hold you too long because of time, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was going to ask one more simple question. You know that some people may already know this. Are they trying to legalize these court groups? Are they trying to legalize it? Why is it that the government is even giving them attention by calling on them? I understand that it has been a big problem because the police has been off the street. Now that there's a promise that they are returning back to the street to perform their duties as they usually do, we expect that there will be that easy cam, you know, in the state again. And then so that things will come back to normal, people will not go about their normal businesses and all that stuff without fear. Okay, so my question is it not, I mean, are they not illegal groups? Are they not illegal groups? You know, I'm talking about the court groups. They're supposed to be illegal. So why do we even have to pay them attention at all? You know, so that's worrisome. You know, because when you pay them attention, they you know, that will make their, you know, their head big like that. You know, they turn big head. You know, that yes, okay. So, but again, I thank the ambassador for a lot of the explanations that the the police have read the riot acts to them, and with that, they should better be careful that things are going to change. It will not remain the way it has been, you know. So basically, thank you for coming back, Mr. Bass. So I guess you heard me asking that, are they trying to legalize the group, or is it a legal group, by the way?
You see, the point is this. What people don't understand, the governor might be the chief executive, the chief security officer
Yeah.
of Edo State, but that is just in name. He has no powers, and that is why right now everybody is clamoring for state police, because state police will really make the governor the chief security officer in name, you know. But having said that, the point you asked is whether they are trying to legalize courtism.
Mm-hmm.
The government can never legalize courtism.
Okay.
And let me make it clear here to all subscribers and everybody. It is not the government that spoke to the courtist.
Okay.
It's not the government, people in government that spoke to the courtist. The courtists spoke to themselves. They are members of the community.
Okay.
And that is why the community
Okay.
is, the community police is so important. And these courtists, they live in the community. They have fathers, they have mothers, they have families.
I wonder why.
And the families too talk to their people, say, look, oh, my son, you will be killed, though. If you are a member of this thing, you better leave it, oh. You better find a way to hide yourself, or you better leave it completely. So a lot is happening within the community themselves. There is a rebirth, a renewal by community members to say, this thing is too much. Enough is enough. Stop it.
Right.
And don't forget, these people, they live in the communities. These courtists, they all live in the community. People know them. They know who is a courtist. So if the community should revolt and say, hey, no degbe, no degbe, we are tired, they know they will be at risk. So they themselves now are trying to make sure they leave public attention by stopping the killings and making sure that they don't become public glare. That is it. Because if you check the Nigerian constitution, there are rules and there are laws against thugism. But our people, being crafty as they are, when you talk now about thugism, they say thugs are for politicians. So after the election, they become hoodlums. They graduate to be hoodlums, where there is no law. You see, there's no law in our status book for hoodlums, but there is law for thugism. Section 247 of the Nigerian Constitution is against thugism. So what I am talking about is this. It's not as if the state is recognizing the courtist. No.
Yes.
This is something within themselves that they've realized that, look, the whole world can turn against them. You see? Now, if that thing continues, let me even tell you, sir, the international community can get involved. The Interpol can get involved. And these boys, they know that before it blows out of hand and the international community raise a cry, they better cease their nonsense. And that's what is happening.
Okay, sir. You know, I understand that all that is in place to control, and I'm so worried that when I hear this, you know, it's so disturbing to me. question is the courtists, the court groups obviously are illegal. I was just asking that for the benefit of people, who are also asking questions like that. Now, is there no way they can be proscribed completely, absolutely, prescription on them that they should never, there should never be anything like that because it's illegal in the first place. Is there no way they can put a law, an amendment in place to any practice or organization of that is related to courtism? Should there not be any a law that we put that in so that they bring it to an end completely? Because it has been such a big mess in our society. It's disturbing. So is there nothing like that can be done? Is it not possible?
Well, the thing is this. Let me tell you, courtism has been there for a long time. Even when we were small, when we were children, you would have heard of Ogwegbe. Those were courts. You would have heard of other names,
Right.
which you, as a young man growing up in Guinea, would have heard of.
Yes.
Those were courts. Ogwegbe was very violent also. That is why it was proscribed. It was proscribed.
Yes.
Now, we know the names of all these court seats. I mentioned their names just now for you. So, I expect that the state government will take action against them when they are ready. When they are ready. Not when the police is afraid.
Okay, Ambassador, thank you. They can be prescribed. That's exactly what you're trying to tell me. If all will be of back in the days was prescribed, there's no reason why all this court group organized by the youth cannot be prescribed.
I think. Can you hear me, please?
Very well, sir.
Okay. The network is becoming
oh yes, we are about to round up. We are about rounding up, sir. So I will not. I'm not going to prolong it. Yes.
Like I was telling you, I am very, very sure that as this administration take hold, after the first 100 days of nominating the different office holders and so on and take off proper, I'm very sure, I know my governor is proactive. He's going to deal with this issue to the satisfaction of everybody. Okay. But for the meantime, we are building bridges. Okay. Building bridges to make sure that the situation is contained. But I can guarantee you, and that's why I told you, and I'm telling the subscribers listening to us, the followers listening to us, that Edo State is going to be calm. Okay. And all this will be behind us because we have a proactive government.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I don't want us to... I appreciate you, sir. But just one more thing before we leave. Because the time is fast spent and I know that you have a lot of other engagements to attend to. So that's why you're getting all these calls coming in. But very quickly, sir, is we're talking about it on this platform. You've been here. We have echoed it enough that people should go home and invest. And this disturbance kind of shake people again and like, oh, look at that. We have not even left. All this disturbance is already there. So is it not the same thing we're gonna meet out there when we go? People are now concerned, they're now worried. They say, you see, that's why we have been hesitating. That's why we have been hesitating to go home. You see, all this,
Look,
this kind of stuff.
listen,
So, what do you have to say
let
about
me
that, sir?
just
Because you are the champion.
say
You have been championing this cause of encouraging
let me
people
tell
in the
you,
diaspora to go home and invest.
my dear, time is well spent.
Yes.
So please let me answer the question so that we save other things for another day.
Okay, sir.
Is this our people have a habit of pointing fingers, and our people have a habit of seeing shadows where there are no shadows. America that you are, did we not all hear of Black Lives Matters,
Yes.
where they were shooting black people? They just stop you. You want to bring out your license, they shoot you. Were there not demonstrations all over America?
That's correct.
During that period, did investors not invest in America?
Yeah.
Was the New York Stock Exchange closed because Black Lives Matter? Was the state of New York refusing to carry out their functions because Black Lives Matters? Did that stop your Nigerian politicians, the thieves and robbers, robbing us of our destiny and our children's destiny from transferring money to New York? Did he stop them?
No.
So, my brother, these are things that happen in society. These are things that happen from time to time. If you believe in your cause, you believe in what you want to do, somebody like me, I have no fear. Why people are busy debating, oh, the cultists are killing I have a God, and my God is a very big God, and he ordered my steps. They said the steps of a righteous man are ordered by God.
Hallelujah.
The only thing to fear is fear itself.
Right.
That's the only thing to fear, because what you fear has a way of coming to reality. Just like Job, you go and see, everybody keeps saying, oh, Job didn't do anything, and he was tempted by the devil, all his wealth came to nothing. No, Job did something, and you will find it in Job chapter 12, if you go and read it. What did Job do? Job said, the thing I feared the most has happened. So as rich as Job was, he was afraid that one day we become poor.
Thank you so much,
thing
Ambassador.
has a way of coming to reality. I still stand by what I said before. Curtis or no Curtis, whatever, by whatever name, even if Satan was to appear in my bedroom right now, I am going to invest home because the enabling environment has been created, and I'm going to invest home, pure and simple, because in Africa, this is where Europe and America and all that have left us behind. They are here. You think an American coming to invest in Nigeria or a Chinese coming to invest in Nigeria thinks about Curtis? Eh? Africa right now is a place you can be able to make 100% on your capital within a year, which you can never do in America or Europe. That is the truth. Africa right now is a mining ground for profit. And come here, the Chinese are here, they are everywhere. The Spaniards are everywhere. The Europeans are everywhere. What do you think they are doing?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Ambassador. I cannot.
We need to talk about this because of our people.
Okay.
We need to talk about it. That's why I'm giving it proper attention. Right. And I'm no longer saying time is or no, not on our side. Time is. Yes. I am trying to tell my people, please, please sit down, make your plan, and as it says in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, write the vision down so that those who see it will run with it. It is for an appointed time, even though it tarry, do not weary, for it is for an appointed time.
Yes.
Right now, if you really are a true investor, don't think you just take money from America, you get to Edo State today, you say, I've come to invest, and then they say, okay, invest there. You just invest, and 3 months later, you are getting, if you bring $10, you are getting $10,000. That is 419. It can never happen.
Okay,
Investment takes time. It takes time.
Yes,
It
it
takes
does.
hard work.
It
It
really
takes
do. It does.
planning. You
That is
understand? It
correct.
takes planning. So,
Yes.
and the funniest thing is with technology nowadays, all these Zoom and so on and so forth, video by WhatsApp and so on and so forth, you don't even need to be on ground for a long time. You can invest and still be in America. All you need is trusted hands. And we said it last time. Don't go home, invest back home, and you make your in-law the general manager. You make your junior brother the secretary general. You make this. All your families are there. The business will collapse. You say, oh, Obaseki, oh, they said we should come back. No, do your things well. Plan well and make sure it is business. Like myself, my business, I earn salary. It is not my business is a different individual. If I have to take money from my business, it is a loan. Not you want to buy crayfish, you take from there. You want to buy snake,
You
you
run it
take from
down. You
there.
run it down. I
Then
agree.
your
Yes.
you take from there. And then you say you are an investor. You are not an investor, but let me not say something that, you are not an investor. Investing means putting your money into a project, being patient for it to germinate. Is it the same day you put corn into the ground that you harvest the corn?
No, sir.
If there is a process, you put corn into the ground, the rainfall comes, you clear the weeds, and maybe after 3-4 months, the thing germinate, you see, germinate. It germinates, and then that corn you put on the ground, you start having so many cobs for it, but it took time. So my people, I will still encourage my people. Edo State is your home. Edo State is your land. Edo State is your state. Let nothing deter you. Not talk, not anything. Go and check the history. In America there, you have a lot of people to check their history. Check Microsoft history. Check Walmart history. How they all started. Check them very well. Check Wells Fargo. Check, there are so many in America you can check because I read all these things. Rome was not built in a day. Small beginning. Microsoft started in a garage. Today, Bill Gates is one of the richest people in the world. Even see this one, Mary Kay, the cosmetic lady. Go and check her history. So please, I'm just trying to encourage people that the only thing to fear is fear itself. Cast away fear and move forward. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. What can I do in this live broadcast without you? It is very rare to find somebody like this who is very, very knowledgeable about the scheme of things back home all the way to the community, So, Ambassador, you have been a very, very great resource to this broadcast, and I'm sure the state government in particular, state government themselves, I hope they know that they have somebody this great like you that is in support of their government. I am not soliciting for anything, but I know that for people to be this outstanding, to take leadership role, it is not easy. For those who take leadership role out there are those who are, for their stomach, what they call stomach infrastructure, I mean, they're for their pocket, they're for their own interest. I've never seen a dedicated, person like you. I want to kind of copy from you. There are a lot of things that that I'm learning from you since you've been in this program, this platform. I sure appreciate you, sir. And I want to also admonish those out there, whenever you see his face out there, you know that his A is out again to give you the best. Give you the best and nothing but the best. He is a truth teller. He tells it the way it is. That's the ambassador. He has been very, very, very helpful and useful. I want to thank you for your time, sir. I hope to see you again on Saturday, same time.
By the grace of God, I would make myself available on Saturday. Sometimes I don't come on your programs is because of network. We are living in Africa. Sometimes the whole country will just shut down. There is nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
But having said that, I want to say I'm humbled by the good things you said about me. But you see, really, it's not about us. It's about Edo State, the future of our children. Everybody always prays, and we say it in Benin. You always pray that your child will be better than you. When are we going to change? If all of us just criticize without offering solutions, we should offer solutions. We should be proactive. That is how the change will come. If when Oshomole said Obaseki would not have a second term, we all just sat behind and accepted it, where will we be today? But everybody spoke with unity of purpose. And I keep telling people, it was teamwork that brought Obaseki a second term. Teamwork, involvement by all Edolites, whether at home, whether in the diaspora. For the first time, Edolites in the diaspora spoke with one voice of unity, and see the result. So for anybody fearing now to go and invest home, after you have put somebody you want in power there, time to support him, you are withdrawing your support to say that, there is a cockroach in the cupboard. The cockroach will start flying about. Look, my friend, this is what I'm saying. The same unity of purpose we have. I am telling all Edolites around the world, let's have the same unity. Let's support this man that has a passion for his people, a passion for the progress of Edo State. He's already started his program running since Monday. The governor works. You see, when I talk, people think, oh, myself and the governor, we are past. No, I'm not really close to the governor. I'm not paid anything for whatever I do. I'm not an employee of Edo State. And I keep challenging people in all forums that I appear. I do not, and I have never received a penny from any politician, living or dead. And I stand to be challenged anywhere in the world. To be challenged that, oh no, you received. Never. All the scandal of diaspora received money, I'm not involved in them, and I don't even know about them. This is strictly passion for my people. Edo State, Edo people, Edolites are beautiful people, very intelligent. That is why God made me an Edo man, and I'm very proud to be an Edo man. And I want to teach my children and leave a legacy for them so that they'll be better than me. If that is the only thing I can do to make my people believe in themselves and believe in their Edo State, then my life has been well spent. It means I left the place better than I met it. And that should be what all of us should think. We should stop talking bad about our state. There is nowhere that is perfect on earth. Americans, when you meet them anywhere, even here in Tanzania, I meet an American, tell him Trump is this, Trump is that, he will say, yeah. But I love America. God bless America. America is my goddamn country. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I love the US of A.
Right.
That's the bottom line. So it's time for us to have that attitude.
Yes.
There is nowhere that is perfect on earth.
Yes.
Nobody is perfect. Nobody was. Nobody will ever be. Only God is perfect. And that God, we do not see him face to face. So we are created in his image. So you are God to me, I'm God to you. Let's move forward on the march to El Dorado that the governor is taking us. That's it. For me, by next year, I will be talking to you from Benin City because I'll be in my farm in Benin City. That's it. I'll be in my farm, empowering the youths by the grace of God. So let's all put hand on the deck and start seeing shadows. Any cockroach run, oh, they've come again. Look, you can stay there. You can leave your children there first. Go and check. Establish what you want to establish, and later you can move over when everything is settled. Thank you very much for. Sorry, I'm very passionate about my state, passionate about my people, and anything that concerns them concerns me. Thank you very much for the time we've spent. God bless you. It's
Thank you
been a
so much,
wonderful day.
Ambassador. God bless you. God bless you once again. I appreciate your time, and I'm going to give you time to go get some rest. And you are such a role model right there. To a lot of people. You have inspired a lot of people. Myself in particular, I'm one of those that when I don't see you for a couple of days, I get worried. So I hope that all will be well with you and the rest of the week, and hopefully we will come back again together, probably with some more people to discuss the issue concerning our state and our country, Nigeria. So with that being said, I'm going to say thank you once again, Ambassador. I will see you on Saturday. And I want to thank everybody out there that has been listening to this broadcast. Please continue to follow us. Join us every time the program is on. It's a live broadcast on Facebook, and we are also on YouTube. Our YouTube channel remains www.youtube.com/user and /Joe-Ero 100. That's all for today. We will see you on Saturday for another interesting topic regarding that concerns our state and our country, Edo State and our country, Nigeria. God bless you, and I hope that it will be well with everyone for the rest of the week. Thank you. I will see you back on Saturday.
Bye.
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 I'm going to bring you the music of my very own son, my boy, the wonder boy of Bayelsa, my own very own son, my boy. I call him my son. We share the same birthday. He's Terry Maxine Gold. It was his music that I used to open this program today, and I'm going to end it also with his music. The guy is so interesting. He's a wonderful person, wonderful gospel rapper and singer. He composes his music, and the guy is a great guy. So please stay back and enjoy his music. I'm talking about Terry Maxine Gold. Here we go. Terry Maxine Gold.
Yeah. Live for what life is all about. I think we gotta give thanks to the Most High God, but once in a while we still need to have it. How long do we wait for a breakthrough? We keep dreaming every day, but the dreams never come true. So Lord, how? So Lord, please. So Lord, help. So make me sing for you. 1, 2, 3, go. Everybody. How long next do we wait for a breakthrough? Oh, yaga, yaga, you. We keep dreaming every day, but the dreams never come true. Oh, so Lord, help. Oh, na, na, na. So Lord, please. Jehovah, na, na, na. So Lord, help. So make me sing for you. I am blessed beyond curse, and I'm standing on the mountain. Reality. And nothing you can do, you can hold me down for a while. Every day we are on the street, we are hustling for food to eat. We are living by His grace, and nothing you can tell us now. Oh yeah, yo. I am blessed beyond curse, and nothing you can do. I'm looking to your face, and I'm standing on the street. I'm holding to my grace that I'm blessed in the Most High God. So how am I never going? How long next do we wait for a breakthrough? Oh, we keep dreaming every day, but the dreams never come true. to my Jah. The devil is around and he wanna take me far. Me, I'm singing this praise to the Almighty Jah. So matter where you are, no matter where you from, whether you come from Nigeria or you come from Jamaica, you come from Australia or you come from Malaysia, Jesus is our one God, Savior is